Dear students, welcome to Katti Mathematics and Science class. You already studied two problems in the circles part 2. Now let me continue part 3. Exercise 10.2 CBSE, 4.2 state syllabus. Let me continue the part 3. Students, here the third problem in this exercise 10.2 is if a tangents PA and PB from a point P to a circle. So I already suggested that if it is given from a point, then it is considered as an external point. If it is given at a point, then it is considered as a point of contact. From a point, that is external point. At a point, that is a point of contact. So if a tangent is A and PB from a point P to a circle with the center O are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degree, then angle POA is equal to. So here four options are given: 50, 60, 70 and 80. So four options are given: 50, 60, 70 and 80. So let us see which option is correct. Either 50 or 60 or 70 or 80. So students, according to statement, first we shall draw the circle according to statement. So P and PB from a point P. So draw circle. Two tangents from a point P. PA, PB. O is the center of circle. Now, if a tangents A and PB from a point P to a circle with center are inclined to each other here, are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degree. It is given 80 at an angle of 80 degree. Then angle POA. So join OP, then join OA. So angle POA is equal to. What is the measurement of angle POA? Students, you already studied that you already studied that at external point the equal tangents they subtend equal angles at center and angles are equally inclined at external point. You already studied in the first class, circles first class. That is why angle APO equals to angle BPO. It is what? 40 degree. 80 half is 40. So APO equals to BPO. So total inclined angle is they are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degree given. So 80 half is 40. So here 40 and here 40. Is it not? So if you join OB, then BPO 40, APO 40. BPO 40, APO 40. So you already taken the reason in the first class, that is angles are equally inclined at external point. So reason is angles are equally inclined at external point. Angles are equally inclined at external point. Students, what is the angle OAP? OAP, yes, OAP is 90 degree because OA is the radius, AP is the tangent. OA is the radius, AP is the tangent. So the angle between the radius and tangent, it is 90. Angle between radius and tangent is 90. So right, angle OAP equals to 90. OAP 90 degree. So reason is radius and tangent. First theorem you proved. You already proved the first theorem. So radius and tangent. Radius and tangent are perpendicular. So radius and tangent are perpendicular at the point of contact. So OAP 90. So students, here the question is you have to find the angle POA. Angle POA. In a triangle AOP, sum of three angles of triangle. Sum of three angles of triangle is 180. In a triangle AOP. In a triangle AOP, sum of three angles of a triangle 180. So the three angles, what are those? Angle APO plus angle OAP plus angle POA. POA. Sum of three angles 180. Now substitute the values. APO is 40. APO 40. OAP it is 90. Yes. Plus angle POA equals to 180. Students, 40 plus 90, so it is 130 plus angle POA equals to 180. Set 130 that side. 180 minus 130 is 150. Sorry, 50. 180 minus 130 is 50. Set 130 that side. Angle POA 180 minus 130 is 50. So you have to find angle POA. Students, option A is correct. Option A is POA 50. So option A is correct. Option A is correct. Very simple problem, students. Yes. Let me solve fourth problem. So fourth problem, tangents at the ends of diameter are parallel. Prove that. So I think all have taken this problem. Okay. Okay, students. So after taking this problem, so continue fourth problem. Shall I repeat? Yes. Okay. Students, fourth problem is prove that fourth problem, prove that tangents at the ends of diameter are parallel. Prove that tangents at the ends of diameter are parallel. Yes, students. So, according to statement, first draw circle, draw diameter. First, draw circle. Solution. Tangents at the ends of diameter are parallel. So draw diameter first, passing through center of circle. Draw diameter passing through center of circle. Draw two tangents. Draw two tangents at the ends of diameter. Okay, two tangents at the ends of diameter. So let the two tangents are PQ, RS. Let the two tangents are PQ, RS. So prove that PQ and RS are parallel. Let the diameter be AB. Let the diameter be AB. Ends of diameter. So PQ is a tangent at A, RS is a tangent at B. So prove that PQ parallel to RS. PQ parallel to RS. Now, given what is the given? O is the center of circle. O is the center of circle. AB is the diameter. AB is the diameter. PQ and RS are tangents. PQ and RS are tangents at ends of diameter. PQ and RS are tangents at ends of diameter. To prove, so the tangents at the ends of diameter. To prove that is the PQ parallel to RS. PQ parallel to RS. Prove that. Tangents at the ends of diameter. So I have to prove that PQ parallel to RS. So proof. Students, use theorem 1 in circles. Theorem 1. Radius, tangent, they are perpendicular at the point of contact. Radius AO, tangent PA, perpendicular at point of contact A. So PAO 90 degree. Similarly, RDO 90 degree. Angle PAO equals to angle RDO equals to 90 degree. So reason is radius and tangent are perpendicular at point of contact. Radius and tangent are perpendicular at point of contact. Now PAO 90, RBO 90. Students, what is the sum of PAO plus angle PAO plus angle RPO. PAO plus RPO. So it is 90 plus 90. It is 180. PAO plus RPO is 180 degree. Students, if the PAO and RPO 180 degree, then you already studied in the 9th standard that if the interior angles on the same side are supplementary, then that side you can call that is a transversal. That one is transversal. In 9th standard you studied in a transversal, that is the interior angles on the same side of transversal, they are supplementary. Is it not? So that is why AB is a transversal. AB is a transversal because interior angles on the same side are supplementary. Sorry. Therefore, AB is transversal. If PAO plus RPO 90 degree, then AB is a transversal because interior angles, reason because interior angles on same side of AB are supplementary. Interior angles on same side of AB are supplementary. Same side of AB are supplementary. See, interior angles on same side of AB are supplementary. So therefore, AB is a transversal. If AB is a transversal, then it intersects parallel lines. Always remember, transversal line intersects parallel lines. So here AB is intersecting PQ and RS. Sorry. AB is intersecting PQ and RS. Is it not? Always transversal line intersects parallel lines. So AB is intersecting PQ and RS. Therefore, PQ must parallel to RS. Therefore, PQ is a parallel to RS because transversal intersects parallel lines. Is it not? Transversal intersects parallel lines. Intersects parallel lines. Transversal intersects parallel lines. Therefore, PQ parallel to RS. So this is the proof. Very simple. So using first theorem of the circle, PAO 90, RBO 90. PAO plus RBO 180. So angles on the same side supplementary. Therefore, AB is a transversal. If AB is a transversal, then PQ must parallel to RS because transversal intersects two parallel lines. That is why PQ must parallel to RS. So this is the proof of the fourth problem. Students, after taking this, take down fifth problem. Fifth problem of exercise 10.2. Yes, students, take down fifth problem. Yes, students, fifth problem is prove that perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through center. Yes. First, according to statement, draw circle. Solution. Draw circle. Draw perpendicular. Draw tangent. Draw tangent x, y. Let P is a point of contact. Then O, you have to prove that this perpendicular passes through center O. Perpendicular passes through center O. You have to prove. Yes. First, write given. In given, don't write O is a center. Don't write, because you have to prove that the tangent to a circle passes through center. You have to prove that O is a center. Prove that O is a center. Don't write given O is a center. If you write in the given O is a center, then it is wrong. You have to prove that O is a center, because the radius perpendicular tangent passes through center. That perpendicular passes through center means you have to prove that O is a center. So given, right, OP perpendicular to XY. This much. OP perpendicular to XY. Next, to prove, because perpendicular given, perpendicular at the point of contact. Perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent, or you can write P is a point of contact in the given. XY is a tangent. P is a point of contact. XY is a tangent. To prove, OP passes through center O. Passes through center OP, that is perpendicular. Perpendicular passes through center O. You have to prove. Is it not? Passes through center O. Now, proof. Students, we have to prove that O is a center. But let us assume O is not a center. Let us assume O is not a center. Let us assume O is not a center of a circle. O is not a center of a circle. Let us assume. Then, if O is not a center of a circle, take O dash. Let O dash be a center of circle. Mark another one, that is O dash. Mark another point, that is O dash. Mark O dash and dotted line. Join O dash P. Dotted line. Dotted line. O dash P. Let O dash be a center of circle. Let O dash be a center of circle. Yes. Join O dash P. Yes. If you consider O dash is the center of circle, then O dash PY is 90. If you consider O dash is the center of circle, then angle O dash PY is 90, because O dash P becomes radius, PY is a tangent. So O dash PY equals to 90. Let it be 1. Say in bracket, radius and tangent are perpendicular. Radius and tangent are perpendicular at the point of contact. Okay? Yes. Angle O dash PY is 90. Next, angle OPY is 90 because OP perpendicular to XY. OP perpendicular to XY given in the question only it is given. Perpendicular at the point of contact. In question only it is given. So OPY is 90. OP perpendicular to XY given. Bracket in bracket right given OP perpendicular to XY. So if OP is a perpendicular to XY, then angle OPY will be 90. Therefore OPY also 90. Let it be 2. Let it be 2. Now comparing 1 and 2. Comparing 1 and 2. So use axiom 1. You studied in 9th standard. Use axiom 1. That is comparing 1 and 2. Use axiom 1, that is O dash PY is also 90. OPY is also 90. So angle O dash PY equals to angle OPY. Comparing 1 and 2. Angle O dash PY equals to angle OPY. Both are 90. O dash PY equals to OPY. Axiom 1 in the 9th standard study. Axiom 1. Both are equal. O dash PY equals to OPY. Students, now see the figure. See the figure. Is it possible? OPY, O dash PY equal. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Because O dash PY is a part of angle OPY. They are not equal. It is not possible because O dash PY is a part of angle OPY. So right, it is not possible. So this one is not correct. They are not equal. It is not possible because O dash PY is a part of angle OPY. So below that because O dash PY, it is not possible. Not possible reason. Not possible reason because angle O dash PY is a part of angle OPY. O dash PY is a part of angle OPY. So they are not equal. So OPY is greater than angle O dash PY. Then if they are not equal, if it is not possible, then our assumption is not correct. Our assumption is not correct. Our assumption is what? O is not a center. Our assumption is O is not a center. So it is not correct. So contradiction to our assumption. Contradiction to our assumption that O is a center. Sorry. Our assumption is therefore our assumption is not correct. Our assumption is not correct. Our assumption is what? O is not a center. Our assumption is O is not a center. So our assumption is not correct. So contradiction to our assumption. Contradiction. Contradiction that is opposite to our assumption. Opposite to our assumption. Contradiction to to our assumption, O is center of circle. Actually, O is the center of circle, but our assumption is O is not center of circle. So our assumption is not correct. Contradiction to our assumption, O is the center of circle. If O is the center of circle, then OP passes to center O. OP passes to center O. Therefore, OP passes through center O. OP passes through center O means what? Perpendicular. OP is a perpendicular. He has to prove that OP is a perpendicular to pass through center O. Therefore, OP is a perpendicular. Perpendicular passes through center O. Therefore, perpendicular passes through center O. So this is the proof. He has to prove that OP, that perpendicular must pass through center O. Okay? Yes, students. Let us stop. We shall continue circle part 4 in the next class. Thank you one and all.